Today, guys, we are back on the 2006 Forester Time Capsule, the 33,000-mile vehicle. Today, we're going to be doing a brake fluid service as well as servicing the brake fluid in the hydraulic clutch system. We're going to do it all with ease by ourselves with the MityVac MV7135 Vacuum Brake Bleeder Kit. Has everything you need to bleed brakes easily by yourself without it being a two-person operation. You don't need someone to sit in the car and pump the brake pedal for you. This is quick, easy, DIY friendly. Let's get into the repair, let's get into service, and change out the brake fluid. So starting off, we'll look at the MV7135 kit itself. Everything comes as shown on the box. You get the actual bleeder itself. You hook a line up here that is supplied that goes to your bleeder valve. You hook shop air in the back, and then you can draw a vacuum pulling the old fluid out and drawing new fluid through the system. It comes with a dispensing bottle here you fill with fresh brake fluid, and you put on top of your master cylinder reservoir so it continually feeds clean brake fluid into the system without having to run back and forth and check the system's level and keep having to top off that reservoir. You also get a hook here if you want to hang it up under the car if you're using it on a lift, and you get other various fittings and adapters and hoses with it as well. For those of you interested in purchasing this kit, I'll leave a link in the video description and try to pin it somewhere on the video as well. Safety first, brake fluid is caustic and can blind you and burn and irritate your skin, so safety glasses and gloves are recommended. Also, keep it off of your paintwork because brake fluid can strip automotive paint. First step in the repair is to get the car up on jack stands, get it up in the air, and remove your wheels and tires at all four corners so you have easy access to your brake calipers. So our setup's pretty easy. We remove our cap, remove our inner mesh little filter inside our fluid reservoir. We hook up our dispenser with some fresh brake fluid in it. With the valve closed, we'll open the valve up, and then we'll go around to all four corners and bleed the brakes, starting with the caliper furthest from the master cylinder, working our way up to the closest. So now we're all set up. Furthest caliper from our brake master cylinder, got an 8mm wrench on our bleeder screw, got our hose set, got it running up, and we've got our air hose attached down here. All we got to do now is crack open the bleeder and push this yellow switch forward to draw vacuum and draw out our old nasty fluid and draw in our clean fluid up there from the reservoir. And just that quick, we're already getting pretty clear fluid. We're gonna run it a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to our next caliper. So we're all bled out now. Nice clear fluid, no more air bubbles. We'll go ahead and close off our bleeder and move on to our next caliper. Once again, our brake fluid is free of air bubbles, nice and clear. Go ahead and shut that bleeder. Move on to the next corner. All set up at our next corner. Again, we're all bled out, no more air bubbles. Go ahead and close our bleeder once again and move on to our final corner. And we've got our last brake caliper bled. We'll close our bleeder screw and we'll suck out that fluid into the reservoir to dump it. And that's it, guys. All we got to do now is go up and check our reservoir, remove our fluid dispenser, and make sure we are at the max fill level, and we're good to move on to bleeding out the clutch master cylinder. So we're right at our max level. We've got our nice, clean, fresh fluid in there. Go ahead and drop our screen back in there to catch any debris from getting in there with the cap off. And we'll put our cap back on. Now we can switch over to our clutch system. Same process, but our bleeder screw is right down here on the side of the slave cylinder. So our brake fluid didn't look absolutely horrible, but man, oh man, does the clutch hydraulic brake fluid look really, really bad. So again, we're gonna hook on to this nipple down here. If the camera would focus, right here, and we're gonna do the same process just like a brake caliper. So to make things easier on myself and easier for you guys to see, I went ahead and moved the intake silencer box here so we can get a good look at what's going on. Sorry guys, I had to stop there and refill up the reservoir. You see, we're just sucking that old crappy fluid out of there and keep topping it with new until we flush it out completely. So guys, looking from the outside, it looks like our fluid's still dirty, but if we look inside the cap, it's actually just stained in there. And we got nice, clear fluid coming out. So we are all done now. All we gotta do is close our bleeder and we are finished. So guys, there you have it. Quick, easy brake fluid service on our braking system and our hydraulic clutch system with the MityVac MV7135. As I said before, I'll have a link to purchase down in the video description and probably in a pinned comment for those of you interested in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one.